Mid-Buckeye Conference rivals collide at the Cub Cave as last year's defending MBC champion Loudonville takes on last year's runner-up in Lucas in an early season conference clash. It's live and free, and it's coming up your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, and it's coming your way next.
Great having you.
Incredible women. I wish they had those kind of cool careers for women when we were growing up.
So in this flashback, we're all the same age?
Yeah.
What does everyone want to be when they grow up?
If I say 2 jobs, do I get extra credit?
No.
I want to make immersive video games. I want to revolutionize 3D printing. I want to analyze data from the cloud.
I want to be a meteor.
You mean meteorologist?
No.
That's great, Al. Follow your dreams.
For the record, I was a baby in the 70s.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Cub Cave on the campus of Lucas High School in Lucas, Ohio for tonight's Mid-Buckeye Conference clash between 5-1 Loudonville and 5-0 Lucas. Hello, everybody. My name is Travis Berardi, and you see the girl in white running down here? That's Mackenzie Weaver. She'll be joining me here in a moment, but Hayden Gray's with me right now. Hayden, a big clash between these two. A rematch of last year's 3-1 Loudonville win here at the Cub Cave to clinch an MBC championship.
Yeah, should be fantastic, Travis. You know, we were both talking about that match last year a little bit before during the JV of this one. 2 competitive teams that virtually remain intact from last year, so should be very competitive. Really excited to see what both teams do here in the early season in this matchup. 2 extremely talented squads. Great volleyball here tonight.
As we welcome you inside the Park National Bank pregame, and I want to thank Hayden Gray for helping me out here for a second as Mackenzie made her way down the steps. You know, Mackenzie being a teacher and all had to do her school stuff first.
Did anybody see me just walk down that so gracefully? I did not fall.
We actually came live and had pulled out as you were stumbling down. We mentioned you on there. So
Absolutely.
Yes.
It was beautiful. Stunning.
So I am joined now by Mackenzie Weaver on color inside the Park National Bank pregame. And let's take a look first at the spotlight of the Loudonville Lady Birds. They are the defending Mid-Buckeyes Conference champions. They are 5-1 this season, 1-0 in the MBC. Their lone loss, Mackenzie, Highland, 3-0, a really good Highland squad. As a team, 174 hitting percentage in last year. They swept Lucas at home and beat them 3-1 here at the Cub Cave to clinch a Mid-Buckeye Conference championship. Mackenzie, you seen Loudonville yet?
I have not seen Loudonville this year. I was impressed last year. They have done a really great job over the past 3 to 4 years, really developing a program. They've got kids playing club. Their little people are playing club, which is super exciting. So, do you know what? They're a squad to be looking out for in the next couple of years. Like, I think Highland's always going to be that historical, that perennial team that you want to beat and compete with. And I think that they've done a great job, even from last year to this year, moving forward, because now they got the taste of, okay, we got a set. What more can we grab from them?
And now looking at the Lady Cubs' keys to victory, brought to you by Park National Bank this year. 5-3, 1-0 in the conference. They are the runners-up of the MBC from last season. 172 team hitting percentage, and they are on a 3-match win streak. Their losses: Northmore 2-0, Colonel Crawford 3-0, and New London 3-1. But you know, Lucas, they want to get some payback after losing that Mid-Buckeye Conference championship last year to this Loudonville squad. Let's take a second and go down courtside for the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
We also remind that the use of flag photography is prohibited during live action. The officials for this contest have been selected and assigned according to procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Mid-Buckeye Conference. Please give a warm welcome to tonight's officials, Mr. Darren Kaiser and Mr. Chip Smith. Protecting our freedoms around the world, we invite you to please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, time now for our starting lineups, brought to you by Park National Bank. First, for the visiting Lady Birds of Loudonville, under head coach Jackie Arnold, Peyton Van Sickle, Maddie Denslow, Olivia Fenton, Ari Mitchell, Maddie Klein, Sadie Klein, Katie Sebo, Kenzie Cutlip, Peyton Barnett, Chloe Ganson, and Goldie Layton. And Mackenzie, most of the names are familiar on the OH report because most of these players play softball and played in a district championship where they fell to eventual state Final Four team Hillsdale. So it's always good seeing these multi-sport athletes on a squad, you know, not just sitting around in your off season, but playing multiple sports.
Oh, and I don't think people realize how hard it is to be great or even like competing in so many different sports, because when you think about it, like volleyball and softball, yeah, you track a ball, but there's just so many different moving parts. You use different muscles. It's a completely different vibe. Even from that to basketball, or if you go run track, it's a different vibe, and it makes you compete at a different level. There's a lot of internal drive, because if it's not your number one sport, you got to find a way to compete.
And that's what you call a great segue to one Shelby Grover, Mackenzie, because she's great at every sport that she pretty much plays. As you take a look at the Lucas roster, Abigail Smith, Kaylin Cockerty, Marissa Cockerty, who sprained her ankle in warm-ups on Saturday. She's out for a couple of weeks. One of the other top players with Grover, Brianna Osborne, Maya Midkiff, Maddie Brewer, Malia Strickler, Olivia Brown, Amaya Howard, Shelby Grover, Cameron Blackledge, Samantha Darling, Addie Melton, and Sydney Blackledge. Lucas, coached by Paige Sauter. Loudonville, coached by Jackie Arnold. And that, folks, has been the Park National Bank pregame. Park National Bank, where you mean more. And this game means more to both of these squads, Mackenzie, because
this is a big game early.
Yeah, this really shows you the front runner in the Mid-Buckeye Conference. These two teams will meet again, but the winner will have an upper hand early on. Both teams with 5 wins. It's kind of a boost into the main meat of their schedule, especially conference-wise.
Exactly. And, you know, this is a great opportunity. It's early enough in the season where you've had, well, let me phrase it this way. It's late enough in the season where you had a couple games underneath your belt, but this is the time where you can establish the different parts of your offense. You can see, okay, who is, like, your young kids that have, okay, you have gotten your feathers ruffled, you've gotten your feet wet, now it's time for you to show me what you got. When situations get tough, I don't want to have to sub you. How are you going to grind it out? How are you going to work through it? How are you going to face adversity and just keep going?
And I have a feeling both teams will be seeing some adversity tonight, just because the quality of both sides. And Lucas faced some adversity in the set that clinched their match against South Central. They were down 7 late in that set. They end up coming back and winning 26-24 to win.
And dude, that is so impressive because I don't think people realize the little mental games that you're supposed to play with your athletes. I can't tell you how many times when I was in high school and even when I was in college, we played, it was called situations. And you have to put yourself in that situation where you purposely put yourself, the other team has 24, you have 18. What are you going to do? Are you going to fold up like a cheap lawn chair? Are you going to rise? Are you going to get uncomfortable? And do you know what? You have to lose. And then you have to condition when you lose because, yes, you didn't actually get to that point where it's 24-18, but you need to lose. You need to know what it feels like to lose, and then you have to respond. You got to run. You have to do push-ups. You have to do something that's going to mentally make you struggle and physically make you struggle and look to your teammates to work together and build together. So that, honestly, I like that they struggled, but they were able to pull it out at the end.
Okay, you had me at folding like a cheap lawn chair. You are in mid-season form, my friend.
I am, mid-season
form. The Lady
form.
Cubs serve it, and Loudonville starts things off with the opening point. Give that one to Ari Mitchell, her 69th kill of the season. She had a .204 hitting percentage coming into this. Peyton Van Sickle, 30 aces. She'll start things off for the Lady Birds. Set up for Shelby Grover off the block, stays up. Folded like a cheap lawn. I need to put that into my repertoire.
You do.
That's perfect, Mackenzie.
It's such a great image that comes with it.
Yes.
You just know when you sit down and it's just like you rip or you're down. Yeah. You're down and out.
2-0 Loudonville. Grover. Again, it's dug up. That was Olivia Fenton with the dig. This team not afraid to step in front of the rockets that Shelby Grover has given so far. A little dink and another point. 3-0s. You take a look at the replay on the Scout Construction.
I don't think, look how fast that the tempo's not extremely fast, but her approach to the ball was quick. She sees donuts open right now, so that middle of the court, that in between zones 3 and zone 6 is wide open. So, hey, if it works, keep going for it.
Grover, a dink herself.
Oh, it's up, it's up.
How did that stay up?
It's a pancake, honey. Oh, go line. It's a little out of system. And it's a touch.
That was out, but it was tipped. A pancake saved that one.
And it was a great read. That was a great stretch. And I wanted to say she went with a fist and then saw that she can go with her hand. That was a great move.
4-0 Loudonville out ahead here early in the first set.
That's a better in-system ball.
Grover, did that get tipped?
That's out of bounds. So what I would like to see possibly, if they're looking back in this after this match is over, it would be interesting to see if they could run Shelby because she's on the outside, if they could swing it and let her run out of the middle because I think that she might have a mismatch that way. I know that girl's a little bit bigger than her or possibly same size, but I don't think maybe off the ground she's as explosive as as Shelby Grover is. So maybe this substitution will help them out a little bit. It'll give them a breather. And a lot of times when you go back to serve and they make a sub, it changes the whole dynamic. Like, oh, my God, wait, who I was supposed to be serving to?
Maya Midkiff, the freshman, does check in. Overpass. Yummy ball. got the point.
You kept the Yummy. Yummy's in your repertoire.
Oh, yes.
Yummy's great.
Katie Sebo right there to eat that one up, and it's 7-0 Loudonville.
This is a great serve. It's below the height of the antenna, and it's diving as it's going across.
Set up for Mitchell. It's out, and Lucas finally on the board. It's 7-1.
And I talked a lot about this because I had Brian on the box. We went to East Knox.
You saw the Bulldogs pull off a win, too.
I was so
Good for them.
happy. And you know what? Those girls were so respectful. They worked so hard. Such hardworking kids. But I also see like a key to a game that I always want to preface with people is that you don't win a volleyball match by serving 25 straight points. This is how you get your runs in bunches. This is a great run. She did her job. She did exactly what she needed to do. And she has really set them up for success here moving forward in set one.
What a rally we have here. A couple blocks, a couple
great digs.
Saves. Grover nearly gets the point. It's going to be a free ball over the Lucas.
So this is an out-of-system ball.
And it'll be a free ball.
I like to see her jump and swing and hit that. Get a little confidence underneath her. Ooh,
miss hit. It's a double hit. Lucas with a big point on the long rally. And maybe that's something that can turn them around here early on.
A lot of it is going to be, again, my keys to the game honestly never change with any team that I would talk about. Serve in and serve tough and pass the first ball. Your first ball contact, you have Shelby Grover. She is so dynamic and athletic, but if you're not going to get her in a position where she has to hit at the 10-foot line every time, you're not going to see what she can actually do. You got to get her 3 to 5 feet off the net, and you got to put her in the setter's alley.
What a serve there. But
like
it's
that.
set up. Grover, what a dig.
That's a great dig. Wow, that's a great dig.
Any other team, that's a spike.
That is a kill.
That time it is a
swing.
spike.
That's a great kill.
Whew.
And you know what? She's so dynamic, so I understand the digs that they are getting. They're great digs. Fundamentally, one, they're stopped on defense. They're not moving anywhere. Even if they're in the wrong position, you can still make a dynamic move and still play within your defensive system. But they're digging the ball at 10 feet off the net or 5 to 10 feet off the net, and they're settable balls. Their defense is doing a really good job of just staying in system and honestly letting Shelby wear herself out.
Great passing there by Loudonville to set that one up. Right off the bat, back set, kill to Mitchell. Now before that one, Shelby Grover, 120 kills coming into this in 6 matches or
that's
8
a
matches.
Lot. That's a lot. That's a load. But do you know what? I think she realizes that's her responsibility and that's her role. And she's honestly doing the best that she can and just taking it one kill at a time.
And did I mention she also had 21 blocks, make it 22. It's 9-4. So Lucas calming down after that start by Loudonville.
Yep, and I think they realized, okay, we've got to get our first ball contact under control, and we have to serve more aggressively. That was a good start. That's a great dig. That's off the net enough. That's a great set, too. Yes, everything about that. I don't know if we can watch the replay on that.
Yes, we can.
Okay, we dig this ball. We're at like 9 feet. You're setting her a little tight at the end, but she's hitting 3 to 5 feet off.
She's running into it, too.
Yeah, but she's jumping and swinging. That's still, she can jump and land and hit that ball. But that is how you stay in system. That's how you win volleyball games. Being in system so your hitters can do their job.
A 5-2 Lucas run has them back in this. It's 9-5. But a miss hit gets the deficit back to 5. It's 10-5 Loudonville. High-octane volleyball here early on in the season.
Very.
I love it. I love it.
Very much so. And you wouldn't really want it any other way. Like, who wants to go? Volleyball is exciting. So when you are able to see play for play, the typical volleyball play only lasts between 5 and 8 seconds. So you always see something. And the entertainment and the action never stops.
Actually, 2 great volleyball matches going on as we show you.
It's a gameplay with
that's Buckeye Central and Seneca East going on as well. Storm Blunchley and Garrett Parlett on the call of that one, but that's a big match over in the Northern 10. So we have 2 big volleyball matches going on tonight here. Live and free on the OH Report.
As always, live and free.
As always, live and free. Yes, absolutely. 12-5 now, Loudonville.
That's a great ball in system.
So after the 5-2 run.
Good swing.
A 3-0 run. Lucas finishes that off. It's 12-6 now. Want to welcome everybody watching live and free on the OH Report, Facebook and YouTube channels. Let us know where you're watching from. Give us a shout out. Let's shout you out. 32 of you watching on Facebook and 19 on YouTube, so we know you're watching. Just give us some comments.
Good in-system ball for Loudonville.
Blocked. Bump back over. They'll get another chance here. Denslow, yes. Loudonville had a couple chances there and gets it off the block for the point.
That's a great serve.
Sets things up for Brown. Now to Denslow again, yes. Now I was told that's a campfire.
Yes.
Everybody's wrapped around it and it lands right in the middle. I learned that from Crawford's former
Amber
volleyball.
Christie.
Yes.
That is an Amber
Coach Christie.
Christieism right
It
there.
is.
That is a Christieism.
That's where I learned the yummy ball.
Mm-hmm.
I said that on Saturday, and Garrett looked at me like I was crazy. I said, hey, it's a volleyball term.
It's a volleyball term.
Cross shot kept up. Nice job by Midkiff to keep it alive, and it's going to come back over to Loudonville for another chance. Down the middle, off the block, saved up into the rafters. And, yeah, the rafters got in the way. That wasn't your typical mistake by Lucas. They had to actually watch it go through the roof and back down, and the Lady Cubs will take a timeout.
And, you know, Loudonville is so successful right now because they are not only in system as in the fact that they're able to have 3-hitter and 3 options, but they're passing for middles, which I don't think people realize when I say the term, like, you pass for your middles, pass for your middles. Your middles do so much on the court that if you don't play volleyball and you don't actually physically play, it's really hard for you to realize. Middles go pin to pin, like a chicken with their head cut off, blocking, because you are a middle blocker. That is your first responsibility as a middle hitter, per se, is your responsibility to block. And then you got to, like, you're like, please set me the ball so I can hit it. But they've done a great job of not only, they are receiving a lot of free ball, so their blocking system, they're not tired from blocking. They're passing for middles, and they're having a heyday because they have seams or they just have a single blocker everywhere that they have to swing. So if I was Loudonville, I would continue to feed your middles until she makes an error.
15-6. You're getting better at this color commentary job. You talked the whole time and stopped right at the serve.
I'm telling you right now, it's my teacher voice. I've been talking like this all day. I really have been. And it's just that the Coca-Cola's hitting me very late in the day, and I'm just ready to go, as always.
My energy drink.
There you go. We're rocking and rolling.
I was actually over at Lucas football practice, and the football team is here watching the game tonight, but I set up. I had time, so I went down to the Open Door Cafe right with the community center, got a grilled ham and cheese sandwich, some fries.
That sounds so good.
Very, very good. Got myself a drink, and I'm ready to go here.
Oh, my God, I'm jealous.
And I'm just happy I got my voice back from last Thursday.
What happened last Thursday?
I was at the Backyard Brawl. Pick WVU.
I was at the Backyard Brawl.
That's what it was. Lost my voice for 5 days, and I finally got it back. As Lady Cubs, 2 straight points. Not out of this quite yet. It's 15-8.
And do you know what I love about this? I know it's in small towns, is that like everyone not only plays a sport, but all the sports support one another. And it's so nice to see that we have like football, who is it is their big program in Lucas. I'm not gonna lie, it's just
Shelby
what it is.
too. You almost said Shelby.
I did. It's because I'm a Shelby right now. But it's nice when you support your female athletes, and I will say it until I'm blue in the face. Support your girls. Support them, because they go to your football games and they stand in the freezing rain and they go boom clap rago team. You come to their volleyball games, we have popcorn and air conditioning. There's no elements in here. That's a great swing.
Other than your normal flying volleyball at the face and another error.
And if you're not paying attention, that's entirely on you. If you're going to get hit in the face, it's because you're not paying attention to the action.
15-10, and also while we were watching that live look in Chuck City, the Buckeye Central fans are out in full force as well. So you love seeing that on both sides. Big block by Lucas. Can they keep the rally alive?
And I love that because that's a big-time block touch. That was able to make this happen, and they're still in it.
Couple mistakes, but kept up. Swing off the block, and finally they get it to fall. So both sides had a chance to set something up, had the miss hit, gave the free ball over, and finally it was Loudonville that composed themselves and got the point.
And you know what? I would have to say the longer that Lucas has gotten back into rhythm and they're more in system, they've become scrappier because I feel like they understand their backs are against the wall and they have to find a way to respond. So they're trying to communicate their way out of a lot of things. That's a great swing. I would set her that all day out of the back row. All day. Right at 10 feet. Attack zone 1. Beautiful.
8-ball corner pocket.
8-ball corner pocket. Beautiful.
I made that one. That's my.
That's okay.
My lone contribution to the volleyball world. Back set, spike, but it's out. And now you see those football players getting into it.
As they should. They should probably stand up and do a little bit more, but we'll give them a pass. It is still early. They have 2 more sets to get their cheers and their get themselves together.
Nice serve. It's an ace. It's a 3-point set. Lucas is coming back, and timeout. Loudonville. Woo! There's the football players, walked across the street after their tough practice. I was over there earlier. They're getting ready for Mapleton on Friday. But, hey, let's come watch the volleyball team, root them on, and create some havoc.
As you should. As you should always. I don't think people realize, volleyball, it's not that. I'm like, volleyball is exciting.
Yes, it is.
And I will always say this, and people, I'm going to probably get hate for this. We wear cute little uniforms. It's inside. We get to hit the ball, and we hit people in the face. Like, you can't tell me that's not the most exciting thing ever.
All valid points.
All extremely valid points.
Big block.
Ooh.
Stays on Loudonville's side. They'll have another chance. Dinked. Now it's the Lady Cubs with a shot.
Okay.
Down the middle. It's blocked. Shelby
I like
Grover's
that was
there.
super aggressive. I like that she took that opportunity. That's a good
Cross
set.
Court.
That's
Blocked
a great
again.
Set.
Pushed over.
Yep.
Another save.
This is a big momentum point here. This is tight.
Big swing, though.
It's a big swing.
Wow, this is awesome. Both teams giving 110% in this opening set.
And you know what? I think no matter how this set plays out, win or lose for both sides, this sets a precedent for the momentum that's going to go. This could be a really long night for them. It just kind of depends on who knows how to finish a match. So this is a very good situational point that any team could come back to. Okay, 17-13, we got to be the first 1 to 20. How do you respond?
Grover off the block and out.
That's that great
Yeesh.
swing. If we can watch the replay on this.
It's going to come
She's
right
all
in your
the way
screen.
outside. She's taking that outside, that right hand of that setter, which is a pretty good swing to go off of.
Hayden Gray, watch out, my friend.
Oh, he's fine. He's got quick reflexes.
And going back to just watching volleyball and loving it, Hayden Gray and myself, that Monroeville run that they had, is that miss hit's going to give Loudonville the point. But those were some really good volleyball matches up into the state Final Four. And that final set as well, where Monroeville came back from 5 down to force extra points in that third set. Really, really great excitement out of that game. And you have stuff like that, it's just fun to get into. And that's fun to look at.
That's a great swing. I used to do that. I like watching that.
Oh, yeah. You love to swing as hard as you can, try to rip it down the line, right?
I tried to do that because my cousin, we go in and work out on Sundays because she wants to get extra touches. And I've lost enough weight now and I've been working out. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go swing. And my mom looks at me. She's like, is that your best idea? I'm like, you know what? Watch out. I was thinking I was jumping so high, and I went back and watched myself. I'm like, I'm gonna leave that to Shelby Grover to do. I'm just gonna go be a setter, play defense. She can jump and swing like that.
Off pace.
She can carry on the tradition of hitting the ball as hard as she can.
Free ball over to Loudonville. They're up 3. Blocked.
4. Yep.
And into the net. Lucas gets the point. They're down 2. Take a look at the replay.
That's 4. I mean, it's a good block setup, but again, she was pulling down on that swing.
Abigail Smith to serve. Lucas down 2 after trailing 7-0 in this opening set.
It's a good out-of-system, hitting her high, hitting her in the chest. Still like to see a better first ball contact on that.
Fakes it to Grover, cross shot too high, and Loudonville back up 3, 19-16.
I think that opportunity there, I like that they got that free ball in return, but that can be a better executed. This is where you start fine-tuning things, that if we pass that ball at 5 feet or 3 feet, who can get that ball then? You set Shelby Grover up with the opportunity to swing and hit that ball because that's what she does. But when you're in the middle of the court like that, she can't hit a ball at 10 feet and you set the ball. That's a parallel set. That's not feasible for her.
And it'll throw the defense off, too, because they're setting it up
to
block Shelby Grover.
Yeah.
And there's an ace. So Loudonville getting a little bit of that cushion back. It's 20-16.
This is where I would maybe see a timeout being called, or if they're not gonna, or if they maybe change their serve reception pattern and pull somebody back. Not sure.
And there's an ace. And we will get that timeout from Lucas. So after that 7-0 start, it's been Lucas actually by 2. 16-14. after that. So this is once teams settled in, like we were saying at the beginning of the set, it's been really back and forth.
And it's been nice to see that there has been a response. Like, their response wasn't just, okay, Loudonville missed a serve and now we get to go back and do our thing. They're like, no, we do our skill to execute. Like, yes, it's nice when a team misses a serve when they go on a 3 or 4 point run. You're like, oh, thank God. Like, just get us off the end line. But they took the opportunity upon themselves to use their skill to execute at a higher level and to say, you know what, no, this is how we're playing is not okay. This is what we need to execute to win this first set, because it matters.
Grover. Yep. And we actually got to the point on Saturday where as Grover is jumping, G-Man just, and that's what it was. Once if it's set up to her, like I said, there's not many teams that can really dig a Grover spike except for this Loudonville squad, as you saw early on.
Yeah, well, and I think that they're so in system right now, and as long as she's able to see the court and they're not, I like the term like putting her in a closet, so that means she's not 2 feet on top of the net or she's running into the net, or if she's hitting at, unless she's in the back row and she's hitting a back row attack, if she's hitting at 10 feet, that's not going to make her successful. Give her 3 to 5 feet, give her a high enough ball that she's able to see the defense and see the block, and she's going to be super successful. Because where I think she gets into trouble sometimes is when they dig her, is when she can't see and she's just swinging for places that she knows that she can hit, and she's swinging as hard as she can that the ball's just going straight back up in the air.
Lady Cubs into the net. And now Loudonville 2 points away from recovering and taking this first set. Lucas needs a run here if they want to get back into this. Nice setup. Blackledge dug up. Off the block and down. So Loudonville now 7 set points. Take a look at the scout construction replay one more time.
And if we're stopped and we're looking at that defense, the left front and the left back were essentially playing the same position on defense. So their libero needs to put her left foot on the far sideline so she's able to play defense around it, because if she's standing right there where she's supposed to be, that's an easy 1-2 step dig for her.
Free ball back over to Loudonville. They can finish the set right here. Denslow off the net, blocked. Denslow again. Kept up. That's
it's a
Boyer.
good swing. She's swinging high, swinging for high hands.
Third time for Denslow. That looked like it was going out, but instead touched, and Loudonville takes set 1. An entertaining set. It goes to the Lady Birds. They lead 1-0. We'll take a break and be back with set number 2 live and free right here on the OH Report.
Lender, craftsman, dog dead. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
Dear moms and dads, we know it's not always been easy, and it's been a lot of hard work. What you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas.
Start of set number 2, and it goes to the Lady Cubs as they start the set off a little bit earlier than expected. So we're back here from commercial.
They were ready to go. They were waiting on us.
So Lucas with the first point, 1-0. Trailing
great
one
block
set to
touch.
none.
Ooh, she can get that up. She says she just fell. She got to take 2 more steps.
So that first set went 25-17 for Loudonville. They led 7-0. Lucas fought back to within 2. There's an ace. But then Loudonville recovers and finishes off the set.
And you know me, I keep my own personal stats because I am a control freak. And it's color-coded, by the way. It's kind of chaotic. But when we go back and you look at it, and I take the kills minus the errors, so you kind of know like what you're hitting at. And honestly, the reason why Loudonville was so successful is they almost doubled Lucas and errors during that first, or they almost doubled them in kills during that first match. They had the same amount of errors at the end of set number 1, but they really just couldn't find a way to stay in system. I think at the beginning of the match, that 7-0 run kind of hurt them early. The net's not moving. Was she in the net?
Did she go underneath?
No, she didn't. I didn't. I was confused. Maybe they see something that I don't. Usually that's how it is. That's why.
Foot accident like underneath the net or something.
But as long as I think that the rule is, because it's changed so much, as long as it doesn't interfere with the play, that's a great swing. She should swing off her hands. Then you can still play it. But the rules change so much it drives me insane.
Back set swing, yes. Mackenzie Cutlip cuts that one through the defense. See what I did there?
I saw that. That was great. I understood the pun, the play on the words. It was great. Ooh.
And an ace.
And that's, okay, here's my ick. Here's my pet peeve, ladies. Yes, you are passing short. Yes, you are standing at the net. You are not just there to look cute in your uniform. We are there to pass short serves. You serve a purpose, whether you like to admit it or not. You can help your people that are playing defense and serve receiving pass a short serve.
Nice answer by the Lady Cubs. They're back on the board. It's 5-2 as you take a look. Tough shot there by Shelby Grover, but she was able to find some open space for the point.
I think she kind of hit off the block a little bit. She was swinging high. It was a good adjustment that she made because it was so far off the net. That's a tough serve. Good. Keeping them out of system. They're going to get a free ball. Let's see what this first ball contact looks like. That's got to be a better first ball.
But that's a great third ball.
Great third ball.
And that's what makes Shelby Grover so good. She can adjust and still crush it.
She has to, because, you know, even in high school volleyball, their setters have worked really, really hard, and they've gotten better since the last time that I saw them. But they have worked so hard to, when they are in system, to run her and set her the ball, but also make it hittable. Like, as a hitter, good hitters adjust, but hitters can only do so much. You know what I mean? You got to throw her a bone every once in a while, make her look good.
6-3 Loudonville in the second set on the Ohio Valley Manufacturing scoreboard. Somehow that made it back over the net. It's going to be a free ball. No, it's going to be a good swing. Just out, though.
Ooh, that was out. It was a good swing.
Yeah.
Good swing. I like that she's still aggressive. I don't want her to stop swinging. You know, she's young. Mikiff's young. She needs to keep swinging because eventually that's going to go in, and when she jumps a little bit higher and she hits a little bit harder, that's going to hit the last foot of the court.
And literally it's a matter of like centimeters on the hand.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It's a good swing. As she should. You know, she jumps. Does she high jump? Or she just sprint for track?
I think she's long jump. High jump, long. She does a lot.
She does it all.
She nearly got Lucas a state championship by herself in track.
I love that for her. We love athletic queen energy. Keep it going, darling.
Well,
we love that for you.
Was I talking to you about how she might be playing softball if enough
yes,
softball players
I love
over
that.
there?
That's fun.
She may, and there's a really good chance that she could be all Ohio in 4 sports.
And do you know what? I like
I
like that she's able to differentiate that, because then she's not getting burnout in one sport. It just stinks when you're an athlete. Like now, I love volleyball, but I just think I'm so burnt out on it, and it's nice that I'm finally finding my love for it again. Because when you lose it and you want to play, you're like, oh, this is awful. And it's nice that she's able, like, oh, I get to go play softball, and it's going to be a new love that she gets to have.
Now that's only if a lot of softball players come out for track.
Okay, ladies, I would like her to see her play softball. Let's get it together.
Blocked.
And it is their point. Very good.
So once again, Lucas sticking with it. It's 8-5. And real quick, let's get there's some comments on Facebook. Sarah Staten, let's go Birds. Mary Deering, let's go Lady Cubs. So thank you all for commenting and continue to do that.
It's a pretty tough serve.
Free ball to the Lady Cubs. There's Grover.
That's got to be a better first ball contact. Let's help out your hitters a little bit. Still swinging aggressively.
Boyer with the swing. Denslow blocked, but blocked out of bounds. They get the point, 9-5.
And, you know, Mikiv, when I first saw her play, I know she was playing on the outside, and they moved her to the middle. That's a big responsibility that she's undertaken. And, yes, that ball was blocked and out of bounds, but she's working so hard to get pin to pin and then making herself available to play on the outside and in the middle with all in one within one rotation. I like that she's being so dynamic, and they're putting her in those tough situations. And she's not failing, but she's not like executing at a high level, because that's only going to help her. It's going to spark that fire in her a little bit, and it's going to have her. She learns so much more from that failure than that success in that moment.
Big swing and finish by Katie Sebo. That was pretty much set up perfectly for her.
Yeah, and you know that she didn't have a block.
That's one of those high percentage spikes.
Okay, set out of the back row. That's a good decision. Get out of her way. It's a good spot. It was out. Yeah, it was out.
Good decision, just a little too much on it. Makes it 11-6.
A little tight.
Blocked.
She's in the net. Yep, that's not her fault. There was really nothing she could have done in that situation. She's kind of put in a closet. She's a little tight.
So a 3-0 run gets Loudonville back out by 6, 12-6. Big serve there. That's Brown.
That's a great tip. That's a really good tip. She kind of hung in the air, and it just trickled right over. She jumped a little too early and then just couldn't punch it down on her way up.
I honestly think that was supposed to be meant to the far end, but she saw it was kind of coming down early, so she just got a hand on it and turns into a point. 13-6 here after the Lucas timeout. And let's take a look at Buckeye Central. They lead 9-3 in the second set. However, Seneca East took the first set.
Okay.
So that one going on right now. 10-3 Buckeye Central.
And, you know, Seneca East last year we went and watched them play. They had a lot of energy. I know that they didn't. I think they lost in the first round of districts, second round of sectional.
Seneca East did not make it.
I watched them play, but I think they went 4 or they went 3 with somebody. But they had a ton of energy, so that's interesting. That's nice that they got a set off of Buckeye Central.
Blocked.
That's a good dig out of the net. Oh, I want him to keep swinging on that.
Blocked again, but down. Now we had St. Paul played Monroeville in one semi. It might have been Buckeye Central, Seneca East in the other semi. And then Monroeville took care of Buckeye Central in the championship game.
Yeah.
On their way to the Final Four. Swung right down at the net, bounces back up. Chance for Midkiff.
Ooh, that was long.
Saved up.
That we say 1,000 Hail Marys to that. Thank you.
Ooh, bad misstep there. And Loudonville starting to pull away. They're up 15-6.
And this is where you start to get into trouble when you have the mental errors and you start. I call them the freak plays, where you would never do that in your life, and then you spontaneously decide to do it in a match, and then you look at yourself and you're like, I'm a freakazoid. I don't know why I would do that. So they've got to find a way to look at each other and say, okay, hey, what are our fundamental basics? What are our must-dos that we have to do to compete at a higher level? And they went away from that. That was their first ball contact, and all they're receiving right now is just getting slammed down their throat. There's nothing really they can do.
What a possession there by Loudonville, though.
That was
passing,
great. What happened? Was she in the
perfect
net?
setup.
I'm confused on what happened.
I think we have a confusion on substitutions
So there's an
now.
illegal sub. So Lucas subbed somebody in that they weren't supposed to. It was or for somebody else. I'm not sure who it was for. I think they lose a point in addition to that, or they replay. I'm not sure how that happens anymore. I'm so far out of touch with the rules. I think it's just that's why I'm here. Because if I had to know the rules, it would be scary.
Well, right now the scoreboard's correct at 16-6.
Oh, so she was in the net.
Oh, so point will be to Lucas.
But here's an issue. I think that it's gonna have to go back to Loudonville because they still had an illegal sub. So it doesn't even matter that she was in the net because they had an illegal player on the court at the time.
This is why we have Mackenzie, because I have no clue what's going on right now.
Yeah, you're good. I'm not even sure I know what's going on right now. It's the definition of I have no idea what's going on ever.
Illegal sub. Now you did say the illegal sub point over that pointed to Loudonville.
Yeah.
Scoreboard still says 16-6, which was.
I think I think that they might give them a point. I'm not sure how that works. If they just lose lose possession of the serve or what it is.
$16-6 right now. Still,
my
still
eye's
waiting
starting to
with
twitch.
this.
I'm not sure what's happening.
I heard somebody say we get the point, but we lost the serve and other things like that. Loudonville will have serve. Referees are still talking it over, so let's take a look. We'll go back over to the Buckeye Central here for the moment.
Oh, I like they got new uniforms. Those are nice.
Okay.
And we're back.
Quick check.
I lied.
Too strong. It's out. 17-6 now.
And I don't want to say this and it sound in a bad way. I think that the youth right now in some positions is kind of biting them, or the lack of consistency. Because I like that she's aggressively swinging, but she's going 1-for-1 right now. So for every kill she has, there's an air. So
Gotcha.
she's hitting 0.
Yes.
So I like that she's making the aggressive play, but she's so hit or miss. And I like that Midkiff is going to keep swinging. So this is not a dig. I like that she's consistently swinging, but this is her opportunity now that she needs to be more consistent.
She had 19 kills coming in to this match. Has a couple more tonight. Just out.
She's going 1-for-1 right now. So I like that she's aggressive. It's the right move, but I don't think she's executing at the level that she needs to. But again, this is youth. So This is not a dig at her. This is, I keep swinging. Because eventually when you get bigger and stronger, it's going to go down.
Van Sickle to serve.
Ooh.
Overpass. Out.
It's an ace.
19-7 here on the Ohio Valley Manufacturing scoreboard. Nice serve. It's going to be a free ball. Back set.
Good block setup.
Back
Good block
over.
setup.
And it's a point for Lucas.
I think right now they need to find their consistency piece. So how are we successful? Look who's in the front row. Identify how we are successsul. We need to apply pressure on the serve and try to receive free balls. So we're executing at our high level. So they're able to do that there. They're going to they're giving tough serve, so we need to receive a free ball, and we got to be a one and done side out. We have to have the flow and rhythm on our side.
Got the point off the let ball.
The let ball. Oh my God! Look at you using a tennis reference. I love that.
There's the answer by the Lady Birds. Loudonville 5 points away from taking control of this match.
That's a great serve. There was no movement on that ball at all.
Over the Grover. Had to adjust and puts it right into the block.
And I don't know if we can watch the replay on that. If we can, look where she's hitting that ball. That's really hard to hit at 8 feet. So I'm not going to fault her on that because I think she knew, okay, I should have waited or I need to send that a little more off center right to like zone 3. But she can't be successful hitting at 8 feet every time. She can't do it all, guys. You got to give her a bone. You got to give her a hittable ball.
Blocked and into the student section. 22-9. We'll take a look at the Scouts construction replay.
She's swinging off the right hand of that setter. Swinging high and hard. It's textbook. It's a great swing.
Katie Sebo back there once again. A .262 hitting percentage for her this season in 6+ matches.
Yeah, so they've got to find a way. Again, that's really hard. That's a great swing. And this is just my observations as they are, and this is very clinical as I give this. She's bailing them out right now because she's continuously hitting at 9 feet, 8 or 9 feet, and it's hard because you're jumping and swinging and hitting so many balls because that's her role, and she's accepted it, and she knows like it's gonna come. If it's gonna come down to anybody, it's gonna come down to me. She's got to step up as a leader now and say, how am I going to be successful? I need you guys to do A and B. I got C through Z. I need you to do A and B. And I think that she's going to get to that point sooner or later where she's going to say, hey, I need you to do this so I can be successful, and then I can make the rest of the team successful.
23-10 now. Loudonville with the lead.
It's a good pass. That would have been a great set to her, but that was in system.
Lucas will have another shot. Off the block.
Good swing. This is them receiving a free ball. This is where they have to execute.
Ooh, turned into a point, though. Back line just a little too slow getting up there. Now 14 set points for Loudonville.
That's a good ball in system. Give it to her. That's
little dink.
Still low.
Comes back over.
That's a good set.
Blackledge.
That's a really good out-of-system set.
Denslow. Yes, and that's it. Loudonville takes the set 25-10. They're up 2 sets to none. They'll look to close things out here when we come back for set 3 live and free on the OH Report.
Lender, craftsman, dog dead. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
Dear moms and dads, we know it's not always been easy, and it's been a lot of hard work. What you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas. Everything I do it for you. Mom, love you always. No, it's true. Everything I do it for you.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Two sets to one. Loudonville leading Lucas here in this early Mid-Buckeye Conference clash. Travis Berardi alongside Mackenzie Weaver, three-time All-Ohioan and Division I athlete. Mackenzie Weaver.
I do have one request, and I don't know why this popped into my head, probably because I was working out. Can we please at some point this year, just when I'm on, for one that we play the music back, Guess Who's Back by Eminem? Just one time, like, oh, guess who's back? We're back again. I don't know why that popped in my head. I thought it was so funny. It would be great.
And we would also probably get a copyright strike because we don't own the rights to Eminem
You can't play
songs.
Eminem. I might have to send Eminem a tweet. I might tweet it out. Can I please use this one time just to
well,
make me smile?
if you have a very large amount of money just sitting around, we could pay to do that stuff.
I'll find a friend.
We're still kind of a small business.
I'll win the lottery so we can do that because I don't know why it would just make me smile.
Well, give us some time. Maybe
some time?
down the line, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll work on that.
After your big, movie career or whatever you do, you go off,
absolutely.
you come back, then maybe we'll have it by then.
I will donate to the cause to have that for sure.
Okay. Now, there was some Dr. Dre that was sung by Brian and I during the East Knox District semifinal game where you could hear it in the background, Brian rapping it. That was fine.
I think I think we should have that. Can we get you guys in the studio and hit a mix? Maybe we can be on SoundCloud. I would think we should do that.
Oh, and an
the
ace.
OH Report hits SoundCloud. I think it could be a business for us, a business opportunity. We get merch.
Merch. We do sell merch.
I love that.
And what you don't love right now, if you're a Lucas fan, the Lady Cubs, couple bad mistakes, allows Loudonville to take the 4-1 lead here in set number 3. But Shelby Grover with the good finish. Block was a little bit further back from the net than you wanted, and it goes right down for the point, 4-2.
And their little run that happened is they're defensively and serve reception wise, it's not super solid, so it's putting a lot of pressure on the offense to try to finish whenever they have the opportunity, and that's a lot of pressure for them to hold and handle all of the time.
This is going to be a free ball. Nope, it's going to be 4. So Lucas back to within 1. It's 4-3 early on. Jennifer Ports, way to go, Lady Redbirds. I'm so proud of your commitment and teamwork. Got to be proud about the first 2 sets. They pretty much dominated. Nice swing. This is going to turn to a free ball. Loudonville will get another chance. Back set.
That's a really good,
block.
what we like to call like change. Oh, we love that. They change the flow, or they change, like their change of pace is so nice. She's pushed all the way into the middle. Hayden, really? It's a good look. It's a great look. I think it's giving very much Mother Teresa and the addition of paint. It's a good look for them. I think that they should maintain it. It gives a lot of team spirit.
Bravo.
It's a lot for a Tuesday night, but I appreciate the commitment to the commitment to the program.
It's going to be a free ball. Can Grover get another chance? No, they're not going to get it to her. Midkiff.
That's a good swing.
Up the middle. Oh, miscommunication.
Ooh.
Take a look at the replay. There were 2 people ready for it, but nobody talked, and it dropped right in between. Makes it 6-3.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you put the words, yeah.
That's just tough. Overpass. Nice dig. Sets up the shot, but too far. And it's 7-3.
And this is where a lot of high school volleyball teams, and right now Lucas is falling into the trap, they're becoming so reliant on being bailed out offensively that their defense is failing. I know that a lot of times that's a great swing. I think that this is, again, a personal preference. Shelby's can be very tired. She has 120-some swings coming into the match. Let's serve receive for a little bit at practice tomorrow. We need to reevaluate where were we struggling and what serve reception rotations were they struggling the most. And it's probably when she was in the front row, because when they're in the back row, they don't struggle as much because she's on the service line. She can still jump and hit out of the back row, but defensively, she helps them on defense and in serve reception. So they've got to find a way when she is in the front row and they're in serve receive to get her the ball so she can be successful.
She also had 14 aces going into this one, and she adds to that.
Yeah.
7-5 the score. We're going to get a volleyball change. Back set blocked.
It's a good spry, good off the block, and then play. I like to see her run 3 hits on that.
Great swing. Denslow once again.
And, you know, honestly, if we go back and you watch the replay on that, Midkiff, there's the setter's pulling off, and I don't know why she's not at least staying and blocking, because then you drift as a blocker, and defense, that should be a blocks ball, but if you only have one blocker and she's going that far, then you can't play defense around that. So the setter either needs to stay and block, or they need to figure out a new blocking strategy, because you're not helping out Midkiff, who's young, and then you're not helping out your left and middle back defense.
That was a tough play there for Olivia Brown. It came right at her. She tried to get out of the way, but it was like a seeking missile.
Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, you know, in Harry Potter where they have like the ball that like goes and actually hits people. That's just what a bludger. She just went and got attacked right there at the end.
Good answer, though, by the Lady Cubs to get the point back. That's a nice swing by Midkiff off the block.
And I like how aggressive she's being. I think if they keep her and she works on her consistency, she's going to be really good in the next couple of years. I like that she's still staying aggressive.
So many players that could get on the board for Loudonville. That was Maddie Klein. So it's 10-6, Loudonville looking to finish the sweep here. Midkiff blocked.
And I like to call that being put in the closet. She had maybe not a foot of space to swing and hit at, so I would not call that an error on a hitter. That was a really good block, and that was not an error on a hitter.
Nice job to get it back over. But a trip on Lucas's side turns into a point. Tough break as they try to get back into position.
Yeah, so they're trying, honestly, anything at this point. I think they just need to defensively get themselves a little bit more in system.
And Lucas is going to call a timeout. So while we have a moment, let's take a look at what we have the rest of the week.
Give me more.
Tonight on our Facebook page. Right now, we've been showing you live look-in, Seneca East Buckeye Central. That's also on the WQEL and WBCO Facebook pages. Thursday, we have a live soccer match, a highlighted soccer match, and a live volleyball match. First volleyball, Danville at Northmore, the Golden Knights.
Will I be with you Thursday?
I know Hayden is. I think you are too. Maybe
I am
not.
there Thursday. Yes. I don't know who I'm with, but me and Hayden will have a good time.
Oh, you're with me. I'm there too.
It's going to be
the same crew. We're the great crew. We're
God,
the A crew.
It's the best crew.
Mansfield Christian at Crestview Girls Soccer. That'll be live. Bay at Lexington.
That's a good soccer game. Bay is always so good.
And then we'll get to football Friday night.
Where will you be football Friday night?
I'll be at Northmore.
Ooh.
Working with the WBCO crew. A lot of football on Friday night again for us.
It's a good dig. Keeping it up. I'd like to see her dig that more to 10 feet, but she's working hard.
Ooh, change of pace. Nearly caught Loudonville off guard. Dink. Back to the Lady Cubs. Midkiff. Miss hit.
I like that she's swinging. I know that she was really out of system, and again, I have a lot of confidence in her. She's super athletic. I've just, for the couple games that I've watched her, it's going to come, but we got to put her in less stressful situations where she's going to be more successful. But I like that she's still swinging.
Grover from the back gets the point. Now,
yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but we saw that happen in our first try match, and they called that a replay. This time they gave Lucas the point because it hit the backboard. That's the steady backboard. Maybe it's where it hits on the backboard then.
Probably, maybe. I don't know. I would do more research into that because that's an interesting question.
Grover kept it up for the moment, but unable to get the free ball.
I like that
15-7.
swing, and I like to see her maybe take 1 or 2 more steps before she goes for that. That's an athletic move, but she's moving backwards, if that makes sense, and she's staying stagnant in place and then going for the ball. I would like her to see, because this will help with softball, that take that 1-2 step forward so she's able to get underneath that ball and take a dig.
Free ball back to Loudonville. Cross shot. That's going to be a yummy.
Yep, and it's down. And she's down, and she's up. That 1-2 swing. And hey, a kill is a kill is a kill. Doesn't have to go straight down.
I think that's the first time I heard you say that this season.
I use that a lot against East Knox. That was a kill is a kill is a kill. We don't ask where it comes from. We don't ask why it happened. Sometimes you just got to blank that out
Still
and move
a point.
on.
Big swing dug up by Grover. Cross to mid-kiff.
Keep swinging. It's the right spot to swing to. It's getting him out of system. Feed her again.
Blocked and down. And who else but Katie Sebo?
Has gone pin to pin. Had gone against Shelby Grover. Gone against her and been super successful. Hit anywhere on the court. Makes good block moves and decisions. She's always up. Even if she's not the ball's not coming to her, she's always trying to pull a hitter.
Blocked again. Back to back. An 11-point lead. That one just across the line. Good idea, but just missed.
It's just not coming together for him here tonight. I think that it's in the volleyball terms, the wheels have kind of fallen off. They're where they're supposed to be grounded and fundamental, they're going away from. So their serve reception isn't super solid, and serving they're serving to people and not to space. So it's hard when you serve to somebody, even if you hit them high, you're not making a move. They're able just to put their arms together. And the setter from Loudonville has made great decisions of who to set and when to set them. Her setting footwork and her getting the ball to her hitters and her tempo is super solid. Super solid all around for Loudonville here tonight. Really cool under pressure. Very cool under pressure. When things kind of got crazy, they went back to their fundamentals and they're like, okay, we got to play defense, especially in early set one to get our way out of some things. They were able to dig Shelby Grover early.
There's an ace. Another ace. Loudonville 3 points away from finishing the sweep off. And I'll go through I want to thank our sponsors while you have a moment right here. Ohio Valley Manufacturing, Mechanics Bank, North Central State College, Park National Bank, and Scout Construction. Thank you all for allowing us to bring these volleyball matches to you live and free right here on the OH Report.
Always live and free.
Always.
Always.
Grover always throwing it down. 22-9.
And you know, when you give her room, she had 3 feet, and it was high enough for her to see the defense. That's how she's going to be successful. But you got to find a way to replicate it. That's disciplined. That's a lot of defense practice. I honestly would not jump and swing at any balls. I would jump, approach, catch a ball, play the defense again, serve, receive again, until you're bruised on your arms. You serve, receive, serve, receive, serve, receive. Great dig. A little bit of a parallel set, but I still, again, that was aggressive. She made the right call.
Free ball to Loudonville, but it's out. Loudonville 2 points away. Grover. Yes.
That was a good shot because I thought that was out. I mean, I knew it was going to be close. That's a little pinky high action. Swinging high, pinky high. Foot fault.
See it on the Scout Construction replay. So match point, 14 of them. It's out. Luke, the football team from Lucas, saying, "Let's play football." But this is both teams are 2-1.
You know,
and you'll find out, does Loudonville crack the Country Roads rankings? You'll find out tomorrow evening.
The Country Roads rankings.
It's
I like
that.
that.
The top 10 D5, 6, 7 schools, football-wise,
in the state of Ohio,
in North Central Ohio.
North Central.
And there it is. Loudonville finishes it off. 25-11 for the sweep. We'll take a break. Mackenzie will be back with our Mechanics Bank MVP right after this. You've been watching high school volleyball live and free on the OH Report.
Great having you.
Incredible women. I wish they had those kind of cool careers for women when we were growing up.
So in this flashback, we're all the same age?
Yeah. What does everyone want to be when they grow up? If I say 2 jobs, do I get extra credit?
No. I want to make immersive video games. I want to revolutionize 3D printing. I want to analyze data from the cloud.
I want to be a meteor.
You mean meteorologist?
No.
That's great. I'll follow your dreams.
For the record, I was a baby in the 70s.
Lender, craftsman, dog dead. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Mechanics Bank OH.REPORT Player of the Game. I'm here with middle blocker, senior Katie Sebo. Congratulations on your quick win here tonight. I always ask this general question, how do you feel?
I feel really good. We've won this one for a really long time, and we've worked really hard for it.
Yeah, so last year, you guys, I think you swept and then you won in 4, which is always great. So are you looking to do the same and kind of take it to the next level? Because I know that in your guys' conference that it's kind of back between you, Highland, and Lucas. So moving forward, how do you think that this match moving forward will affect your game with Highland? I don't want to look too far ahead, but I do always like to play that a little bit.
We just focus game to game, but I think this experience will definitely help us. We're going to gain confidence as we go through the season and gel more as a team. So as we continue to play good competition, we're continuing to get better.
Yeah, so in the offseason, I know it's still early enough in the season where you can refer to your preseason and your offseason work that you've done. What are some of your goals that you guys have, personal and as team goals?
I think our goals are we want to get further in the tournament, but that's a really long way away. So our goals right now are just to work on our chemistry and just to play consistently as the season goes on.
You know, and I saw consistently here tonight, I'm always a person, if you ever come back and listen to this, I'm always like, first ball contact, serve in and serve tough. And when I played in college, ours was pass for middles, and they did a great job tonight of giving you opportunities to hit all over the court. You know, the middle blocker job, it is the unsung hero of the team, in my opinion. You go pin to pin, and honey, you did a great job tonight. Congratulations on your win, and I can't wait to see where you guys end up this year. So thank you so much for stopping by, and congrats on being on our MVP tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Where did you play in college?
Syracuse University and the University of Dayton.
I'm committed to Geneva.
I want to thank Katie Sebo for stopping in as our MVP, and her and Mackenzie, I guess, have a lot to talk about when we get out of here.
Catch up. Us girl time.
So I'll let you finish things out. What did you like from Loudonville tonight?
Loudonville tonight, as she said, their chemistry and their consistency. When things get tough and things go awry, this is where you rely on the time that you spend in the offseason running and going through the thick of preseason together. That's where you refer back to your chemistry to kind of get yourselves out of some close binds.
And then on the other side, Lucas, they have the pieces. They just need to get some things together.
Yeah, so if we're looking back now, I think I would not hit another ball at practice. I think you need to go serve and serve, receive, and play defense, and go back and look at the film and see, okay, where are we successful? And how did we look successfully? And where were we super solid in set one? And where did we fall apart? And how can we get better? Because you can always get better by referring to where you learn more about your failures than you're from your successes.
All right, that'll wrap things up here from the Cub Cave. Loudonville with a big Mid-Buckeye Conference victory over the Lady Cubs, 25-17, 25-10, 25-11 for the sweep. I want to thank everybody that helped make things possible tonight. First of all, Hayden Gray on camera. As always, great job by him. Adam Thompson putting together graphics and everything you see here tonight. Everybody back at OH Report, BS Media Productions, Brian Skoronsky, Jory Hollenbeck, Garrett Parlett, Storm Blunchley. I want to thank our sponsors. Ohio Value Manufacturing, our scoreboard sponsor. Heavy gauge stamping and precision blanking services. They are hiring now. Mechanics Bank, our MVP sponsor. Mechanics Bank, that's better. North Central State College and Park National Bank are commercial sponsors. North Central State College providing individuals with the knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen paths. And Park National Bank, where you mean more. And Scout Construction, our replay sponsor. Got more coming for you on Thursday, volleyball and soccer action. Crestview hosting Mansfield Christian on the soccer side, and then we'll be down at the Castle as Danville takes on Northmore. Also, remember, tomorrow night, Country Roads rankings for the football fans. North Central Ohio's top 10, D5, 6, and 7 teams. Also, maybe, just maybe, an interview with a Lucas coach. We'll find out tomorrow on the Country Roads rankings. But that'll wrap it up here from the Cub Cave. Loudonville with the sweep. For Mackenzie Weaver, I am Travis Berardi saying so long from Lucas.